Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Grace with creationalcodes.com. Please hit that like button, please subscribe to the channel. Today we are talking about the heart and reclaiming your heart, reclaiming the joy, the love that you have for life, which is born and projects outwards from the heart center. So my dearest friend, if you exist on earth at this time, you probably are experiencing a closed off heart, a heart that has been shut down, a heart that is experiencing traumatization of itself. And the reason that this happens on this planet is because people have become desensitized. People have become fearful of one another and of self. A lot of people have lost their connection to God, and we are kind of wandering with all of our energy centers shut down, mainly the heart. And when we interact with one another, we're not interacting out of love, out of unconditional love. We're acting out of ego or the mind or these other operating systems that have kind of taken over, that are projecting this experience of the human life in a society, in the matrix, all of this stuff that is conducting the reason in our energy body of why the heart shuts down in the first place. The heart doesn't feel open and expansive and like it can love because of the environment that we have now cultivated for ourselves in some ways. And of course there are other reasons as to why that has, happened to us as a planet on this earth. But the heart becomes shut down because society has become so painful to live within for a lot of people who are sensitive, people who are empathetic, people who have experienced traumatizations from family or experiences or friends. The heart just seals off. So what are the different kinds of seals and experiences that the heart can be under? You can have the very classic kind of concreted, walled in heart, where it doesn't receive the nutrients from God, it doesn't receive the activations, the love that is pouring in. So the heart becomes defensive, it becomes blocked off, it doesn't want to receive from anybody else, it doesn't really trust anybody else. Another one that you can have is the heart that is severely wounded. It doesn't want love. It kind of rejects love, and it rejects receiving, and it rejects loving within itself as well. So you won't receive love and you won't want to give love. And that would be an energy that is working from lack. You don't believe that you're worthy to receive love, you don't trust people, and you also don't believe that you can give love because you might be feeling like something has been taken from you, or that you don't have enough energy to give that love. Those are both very common reasons as to what would be going on within the heart. But these things, these walls in the heart, these sensitivities, these wounds in the heart are extremely healable. And it really just takes the time, the person's time, to really sit with self, feel the quantumality that you are, feel the love that God has for you as a child of God, to really open that up, and working on trust, working on rehabilitation within yourself, trusting yourself, and also working on slowing down. A lot of the times in the spiritual community, the energy does pick up. We have a lot of insights coming in, we have a lot of activations, a lot of energy is moving, but that doesn't mean that the heart wants to rush. The heart actually is quantum, so there's no such thing as time for the heart. The heart is never rushing. The heart is always present. So when you're working with the heart, staying present is very important, and kind of working within that stillness that Buddha brings in, working within this quantumality of I can be present, and I can also be in the past and present and future at the same time, and remain present at the same time within the heart, because the heart is so feeling that it feels all of that. I also love working with the Heart Cathedral. So the Heart Cathedral is basically this temple, this church that exists within the heart. And when you enter the Heart Cathedral, you will be entering into this space where you are surrounded by masters, you are surrounded by angels, by your guides. The Heart Cathedral is like this temple that your heart has in itself. Your heart has this in connectivity to God, and it's this place to pray to. It's this place to revere. And when you enter the Heart Cathedral, You are entering into this holy, sacred, pure place where you can basically crumble. You can fall to your knees. You can ask for grace. You can ask for support. And God will enter your heart cathedral. And that is like such a gentle, soft place. If you can enter that space, the heart cathedral, God will find you there. And God will meet you. And in the heart cathedral, from that point on, you can expand into this beautiful quantum, majestic, like, it just feels, I'm receiving the word majesty, like so much royalty, abundance, security, love, gifting, receiving, giving. It's all there for you. It's creationality from that point on. From the heart cathedral, you are working with God's gift of the human body, the human experience, and your creationality as a child of God. But we really want to start working from the heart and not the mind. So the mind is where we all work right now, like ego, analytical, thinking about things, kind of trying to very humanly create a reality for ourselves, make it happen, like we can do it ourselves, like forcefully. And that is a kind of action oriented from lack, right? We think we need to do this. Instead of from the heart, it happens naturally, it happens organically, it is from love, it is from overflow. And when we work from the heart and we work from overflow, we work within a non-linear timeline where things happen in an organic way. There's no rushing. It's very healing for the body. It's very healing for the spiritual body as well. It's very healing, and you will receive like the codings of the embodiment of the avatar presence, self-mastery presence, when you work from the quantum heart and not from the mind, trying to analyze and make things happen and force things and push and overwork yourself mentally. When you overwork yourself mentally, you will be extremely drained. You will not have a lot of energy to give to other things, to work with God, to feel abundant, to feel inspired. You're gonna feel like this drainage, and it's because the mind takes up a lot of space. So the mind is supposed to be a servant. It's something that helps us figure things out if we need it, but the heart always knows. So when you're kind of figuring out a problem, yes, you should use the mind, but for your daily life, most of the time you don't need to. We should be working from the heart, sourcing from the heart. So how do we, so let's say that we notice that we don't work from the heart, or that we can't even feel the heart, or that the heart is aching and hurting and something is going on there that we just can't seem to break down the walls of. First thing that you need to do is create safe space. If you have a timeline already set out for how long it's going to take you to heal the heart, when it's going to happen, all of this stuff, you need to put that aside, and you need to kneel before God when you're doing this stuff. Kneel before Source and really give grace to your spiritual body and say, I ask that you help me conduct this healing, and I ask that you support me in the process of healing my heart. The heart has been extremely traumatized multidimensionally in so many aspects and ways that we cannot even comprehend. The spiritual body is not even going to show you most of that. And the reason that we become so locked down is because the heart is in fear. So you need to build trust with God, build trust with yourself, work from slowness, work from stillness, and work from this place of abundance. So there are a lot of key codes that exist on this channel that I invite you to check out. And I invite you to pull these key codes into your body, into your lifestyle. One is that you are a master. Two is that you are creational, you are a child of God. You decide your reality. You need to take responsibility for that and inform your reality based on that. Make the right decisions, take the right actions to support yourself through this. Number three, you should check out all of the energy healings sessions that I've done on this channel, or kind of, how to do's on this channel, because healing yourself is a catalyst. You should be doing at least an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours if you can of healing work a day, depending on how quickly you're wanting this to expand into your self-mastery, your embodiment of God. You need to be doing healing work that is supportive for your journey, healing work that is going to put you in a place where you can take full ownership for yourself, really master this reality, understand what is going on within it inside of your own mind. You don't even have to seek out words, seek like teachers or healers or anybody else to tell you how to do it. You're gonna know because you're doing it yourself every day. And when you embody these codes of, self-mastery and spirituality and really just honoring the beautiful divine soul that you are, you're gonna up-level massively because you're gonna be embodying the child of God, which is you, and this person that we forget about, this person that we leave behind or kind of distrust because of society. But I'm inviting you now to really pull that person back in because you are worthy to live in that embodiment. But it starts slowly. It starts with the heart. The heart also is deeply connected to the womb, which is creationality. So when the heart and womb are deeply connected, deeply tied in together, you have abundance codes, you have wealth, you have vitality, you have joy, you have creation. Because the womb is like the portal for men and women, and the heart is like this portal for men and women. And so these places tying together, these powerhouses of the body that create this very extremely potent crystallization of the spiritual body, when they are both healed and working together, you will experience amazing things and amazing healings. So I invite you to also work on that. If you don't really know where to start like at all and you're just kind of like, give me something to do, what you can do to start is just focus on your heart. Literally for 10 minutes, just focus on your heart. Can you feel your heart? Can you feel emotions from your heart? Can you feel gratitude? Can you feel love? Can you feel and push your energy out of the heart? You can also place a seed of light in the heart, golden light. Remember from my How to Do energy sessions that you need to know where you're sourcing from. So when you're working with light, always know where you're sourcing from. And again, check out my energy session prompts and how to do it so that you can really take this on and be that person for yourself and heal and change and grow into this beautiful, masterful being that you are. Reclaim your heart, reclaim your joy, reclaim your love for life, because that is inherent to you. That is your inheritance as a child of God. So take that on, and I honor you so much, and I'm so thankful that you watched this video. Please give it a like, please subscribe to the channel, please comment below any questions, inquiries that you have. Also check out creationalcodes.com for my newsletter, for sessions with me, and for programs that are soon to be coming. I'll see you next time.